Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Let's continue from where we left off in the previous session. Today we will be moving ahead with the next part of the topic, so let's get started.
Okay, now let's do the exercise 12.2 from the question number 1. A solid is in the shape of a cone standing on a hemisphere with both their radii being equal to 1 centimeter and height of the cone is equal to its radius. Find the volume of the solid in terms of pi. So if you are observing the figure, you can see that it is a combination of what a hemisphere as well as a cone. Okay, this is the hemispherical part and this is the conical part. This is the hemispherical part, right? And this is the conical part, right? So, what we have to do first, we have to find the volume of the hemisphere, then we have to find the volume of the conical part, then what we have to do, we have to add them both together. So, in order to do those things, in the case of the hemisphere, what all things are given? From the question it is given that hemisphere and the cone, they are both the radii, it is equal to what? Height of the cone. Height of the cone as well as radius of the hemisphere both are equal. That means, and what they have given, the radius equal to how many centimeter? It is equal to 1 centimeter. Okay, so this hemisphere is having a radius of 1 centimeter. So let me write it here. Radius of hemisphere equal to how much? Hemisphere equal to, it is equal to what? It is equal to the height of the cone. Okay, which is equal to height of cone, which is again equal to what? That is equal to how many centimeter? 1 centimeter. So I got, what all things I got right now? I got H and I got R. Okay, now what we have to do? We have to find the volume of the solid. Therefore, the total volume of the solid equal to what? Volume of solid equal to, what we have to do? First, we have to find the volume of conical part plus volume of what? Then we have to find the volume of hemispherical part, right? Then we will have to add them together. Equation for the volume of a conical part equal to how much? 1 by 3 pi r square h plus equation for the volume of a hemispherical part means volume of the hemisphere is 2 by 3 pi r cube, right? Now we know that h equal to 1 centimeter and r is also equal to 1 centimeter. That values we need to substitute here. That is 1 by 3 pi into 1 square into 1 plus 2 by 3 pi into 1 cube, which is equal to 1 by 3 pi plus 2 by 3 pi. So here, what is 1 by 3 pi plus 2 by 3 pi? It is equal to 1 by 3 plus 2 by 3, which is equal to 3 by 3 pi. What is 3 by 3? Which is equal to 1. That means the value equal to pi. Therefore, we can tell that the volume of the solid equal to how much? Pi centimeter cube. Okay, so we will have to conclude it in a way that volume of solid is pi centimeter cube. Clear? Now let's do the question number 3. A gulab jamun contains the sugar syrup up to 30% of its volume. That means in a single gulab jamun, almost 30% of its volume is sugar syrup. And they are asking us to find what will be the total amount of sugar syrup present in almost 45 gulab jamuns. And it is shaped in such a way that the mid portion is a cylindrical portion and it both ends are like hemispheres. Okay, so we have to, they are telling that the total length of this gulab jamun is 5 centimeter and diameter is 2.8 centimeter. So what we have to do, we have to find the total volume of a single gulab jamun. Then if we are multiplying it by the 45, we will get the total volume of 45 gulab jamuns. Then we can find the 30% of it and thus we can find the answer for this one. Height of gulab jamun equal to how much? 5 centimeter. Then what is the diameter D here? Diameter of the gulab jamun is given us how much? 2.8 centimeter. Therefore, R equal to how much? 2.8 divided by 2, which is equal to 1.4 centimeter, right? Now we need to find the height of the cylindrical part. Okay, how to find the height of the cylindrical part? Cylindrical part means from here till here you need to find. From here till here, what is the height? That is what they are asking. In order to find that one, what we have to do? From the total height, we will have to reduce the this portion, right? This portion and this portion. This is actually what? Radius of the hemisphere. This is also the radius of the hemisphere. So from the 5, if I am reducing the radius of the hemisphere, I will get the value for the height of the cylindrical part. That is equal to radius of one hemisphere is equal to 1.4 and radius of the other hemisphere is also equal to 1.4. So how much I will get? From the 5 I will have to subtract 2.8. Then I will get 2.2 centimeter. That will be the height of the cylindrical part, right? Then I need to find total volume of one gulab jamun, right? Total volume of one gulab jamun means that is equal to volume of cylinder plus what? Plus volume of how many hemispheres are there? Volume of 2 hemispheres, right? Volume of 2 hemispheres. Okay, so it is equal to, what is the volume of a cylinder? Volume of a cylinder equal to pi r square h plus volume of hemisphere. What is the volume of a hemisphere? It is equal to 2 by 3 pi r cube is the volume for one hemisphere. So how many hemispheres, such hemispheres are there? 2 hemispheres. So we need to multiply with 2 here. Now let us find the value, which is equal to pi r square h plus 2 into 2, 4. 4 by 3 pi r cube, right? 4 by 3 pi r cube. Here also we can do it in two ways. Either we can directly substitute the values and you can do there, or otherwise what you can do, you can, as I told in the previous step, like that also you can do it here. So now what's pi? Pi equal to 22 by 7 into r square equal to how much? 1.4 the whole square into h means it is equal to what's the height? Height of the cylindrical part? 2.2 centimeter. That equal to 2.2. 4 by 3 into, what is pi again? Pi equal to 22 by 7 into, what is the r here? R equal to 1.4. 1.4 the whole cube. We get 13.552 plus 11.498. Thus once after adding them, what I will get? That is 25.05 centimeter cube. Volume of one gulab jamun, I can write, that is volume of one gulab jamun equal to 25.05 centimeter cube, right? Now we need to find we know that volume of sugar syrup is equal to how much? In a single gulab jamun, it contains almost 30% of the total volume. So volume of sugar syrup equal to how much? 30% of total volume. That equal to how much? Now how many gulab jamuns are there? We need to find it for the 45 gulab jamuns. This is for the single gulab jamun, no? Therefore we have to write what? Therefore volume of 45 gulab jamuns, it is equal to how much? 45 into 30% of what's the value given here? It is 25.05 centimeter cube. Clear? So, which is equal to 45 into 30 percentage of 2.30 by 100 into 25.05. Okay, that is equal to which is equal to 45 into 7.515 centimeter cube, which is equal to 338.184 centimeter cube. Okay, now let's do the question number 4. A pen stand made of wood is in the shape of a cuboid with 4 conical depressions to hold pens. Dimensions of the cuboid are 15 cm by 10 cm by 3.5 cm. The radius of each of the depressions is 0.5 cm and depth is 1.4 cm. Then find the volume of wood in the entire stand. So here it says that this is the wooden block, okay, and wooden block means this is a pen stand. You can see here, right? This is a pen stand, and when we insert a pen in this way, what will happen? In order to fix the pen properly, we have to, the grooves inside it should be in this shape. That means the conical part pointing towards the base of the cuboid. The shape of the wooden pen holder, it is in the shape of a cuboid. Here you can see that circular region, that is this region. This is that part. Okay. And they are telling what the radius of the circle equal to 0.5 centimeter. And this is the depression, height of the depression. How much it is given? It is 1.4 centimeter. That means from here till here, the length it is equal to what? The depression height is equal to 1.4 centimeter. Now we have to find, once after drilling such 4 holes in the wooden block, what is the remaining area of the wooden block? That is what we have to find it here. In order to find that, first we have to find what depth of, let me write depth of each conical depression. Depth of each conical depression equal to how much? It is given as how much? 1.4 centimeter, right? Then what is the radius of the conical depression? Radius of each conical depression equal to how much? It is equal to 0.5 centimeter. Now what we have to do? We have to find the volume. We have to find the volume of remaining wood, right? Volume of remaining wood means what we have to do first? First we have to find the volume of entire cuboid, that is in the pen holder, right? That entire cuboid without the depression. From there we have to reduce what? The volume of 4 depressions from there. Okay. So after while doing like that, then we will get the remaining part, right? So it is equal to what? Volume of wooden pen holder. It will be equal to what? Volume of cuboid. From there, what we have to do? From there, we have to reduce the volume of how many such holes are there? 4 holes are there, and volume of a single cone, right? When we will multiply that volume of a single cone with the 4, what we will get? We will get the total volume of that 4 cones, right? That is the depressions inside the wooden block. And when we will reduce it from here, the wooden pen holder is in the shape of a cuboid. So when we will reduce that value from the cuboid's volume, then what we will get? We will get the remaining volume, right? So let me first find volume of, if you want, you can do this in a 2 method. First one, you can either find the volume of cuboid separately, then you can find the volume of cone separately, then multiply it with 4, then do the process, that is from the cuboid's volume reduce the volume of the cones. In that way you can find the value. Otherwise you can do the entire method in a single step. Okay, let me do that in a single step. That is, what's the volume of a cuboid? It is equal to LBH. And number of cones is 4. And what is the volume of a cone? It is equal to 1 by 3 pi r square h. Okay, so here in the question it is given what the dimensions of the cuboid is given. So 15, 10 and 3.5, these are corresponding length, breadth and height of the cuboid. So L is equal to how much? 15. Then breadth equal to 10 and height equal to 3.5. From there you will have to reduce the volume of a cone. What's the 1 by 3 into pi means 22 by 7 into here this r corresponds to what? This region is for the volume of the cone, right? This corresponds to the volume of cone. So therefore this r is what? R is the radius of this region. That is how, what's the radius here given? It is equal to, in the cone you can see that the radius is equal to 0.5 centimeter. So you have to substitute that value here. 0.5 the whole square into, what's the h given? H equal to 1.4. Okay, so now till here it is clear, right? Now we can do that. Here this 10 and 3.5 I'm multiplying, I will get how much? I will get 15 into 35 minus 4 into 1 by 3. Here if you want to do this point, how can I convert this 0.5? For 0.5 means I can either write it like 1 by 2, right? Half of 1 is 0.5, right? So if you want, you can convert the 0.5 and you can replace the 0.5 and write it in this way, or in this way you can do the equation, no issues. Okay, so into 1 by 3 into 22 by 7, I can convert that in this method. I can write it in this way, right? So what I will get here, it is equal to how much? This is equal to 15 into 35 means it is 525. And what's this value? On solving this one, we will get it as equal to 1.46. That is 525 minus 1.46 means how much we will get? 523.54. And since it is a volume, that means it is centimeter cube. Right. Now let's do the question number 2. Here it says that Rachel, an engineering student, was asked to make a model shaped like a cylinder with two cones attached at its two ends by using a thin aluminum sheet. Diameter of the model is 3 cm and length is 12 cm. If each cone has a height of 2 cm, find the volume of air contained in the model that Rachel made. And they are telling that outer and inner dimensions of the model, they are nearly the same. So here, if you are observing the total height of the model, it is equal to how much? It is equal to 12 centimeter, right? And the height of the cone is 2 centimeter and this cone is also equal to 2 centimeter. So if the total height of this model is 12, from there when you will reduce the total height of this cone, that means then what you will get? You will get the height of the cylinder, right? Which is equal to 12 minus 4, that is equal to 8. So thus we will get the height of the cylinder equal to 8 centimeter. Along with that, they have given what diameter is equal to how much? Diameter of the cylinder equal to 3 centimeter. The diameter of the cylinder is same as that of the base circular region that is formed in the cone, right? The cone have a base circle, right? That diameter is equal to the diameter of the cylinder too. That means that value as well as the diameter of the cylinder, it is going to be equal to 3 centimeter. Right? Now let's start doing the question. So and they are asking us to find the total volume of the air that can be filled inside this model. So the total volume of the air that can be filled inside this model, that will be equal to the total volume of this model itself, right? So let us first find out the volume of this model. Okay, for that we have to first find the volume of the two cone. Then along with that we will have to find the volume of the cylinder. When all of them are added together, we will get what? We will get the total volume of the model, right? So, what is the height of the cylinder? Height of cylinder equal to how much? 12 minus, from the 12 we will have to reduce the height of the cone. How many such cones are there? 2 cones, that is 2 plus 2, which is equal to 12 minus 4, which is equal to 8 centimeter. Thus we got the cylinder's height as 8 centimeter, and radius equal to how much? Diameter is given as 3 centimeter. Therefore radius equal to 3 by 2 centimeter. Then what we have to find? Now we have to find the total volume, right? Total volume of model, right? Total volume of or what in the question they are asking us to find the total volume of air contained in the model, right? That will be equal to the total volume of model. Okay. So in order to find that, what we have to do? We have to add the volume of the cylinder, and to the cylinder what we have to do? We have to add the volume of two cones, right? That is 2 into volume of single cone or volume of cone. Okay, thus we will get the value. Then what is the volume of a cylinder? What's the equation for finding the volume of a cylinder? Pi r square h plus the 2 into what is the volume of a cone? 1 by 3 pi r square. Here both h are different, so I am giving that in the separate alphabet. Like in one case I am using the small letter h, and the other case I am using the capital letter H, because h of the cylinder as well as the h of the cone is different. Okay, that's why I am using it in that way. Here h of the cylinder is equal to 8 centimeter, and height of cone equal to, let it be represented by capital H. Height of the cone equal to how many centimeter? It equal to 2 centimeter, right? Now I can either in two ways I can solve the problem. For in the first method I can directly substitute all those values and I can find the value. Otherwise I can take the common numbers out, and thus I can solve the problem, right? First let me solve it in pi r square h plus 2 into 1 by 3 pi r square h. Here what I can pi r square h plus 2, when I am multiplying, what will happen? This value will become 2 by 3 pi r square capital H. Now if I am observing here, I can see that this pi and this r square, they are coming in common. So what I will do is that I will take the pi r square as the common value outside. So what I will get? I will get h plus 2 by 3 capital H, right? This is the value I am getting here. And what's the value of pi? Pi equal to 22 by 7. And what is the r? R equal to d by 2. D equal to 3 centimeter. That is equal to 1.5 whole square into h is equal to how much? 8 plus 2 by 3 into 2 centimeter cube, right? So I can write it then this equal to 22 by 7 into 2.25. 1.5 square equal to 2.25 into, here what will happen here? Here what we have to take the LCM. This will be, this part I can do it separately here. 8 plus 4 by 3. Here what will do? 8 into 3 plus 4, the whole divided by 3. 24 plus 4 by 3, which is equal to 28 by 3. In this way you will have to solve this part. Okay, so here what can I do? This is equal to 28 by 3. Clear? So this is equal to I can, what's the value here? 66 centimeter cube. Okay, either in this way you can find it out, otherwise separately what you can do, you can first find the value of pi r square h separately. Okay, first find the value of the pi r square h, then what we have to do, then find the value of 2 by 3 pi r square h, then you can find the values. If you want, I can do it in that method also. Pi r square h, what's the value for the pi r square h? Pi r square h is equal to pi into 3 by 2 the whole square into h is equal to how much? 8. Okay, then next value, what is the next value? 2 by 3 pi r square h, right? 2 by 3 pi r square capital H. What is that one? 2 by 3 into pi equal to, let me write the pi in the same way. R square is equal to how much? Again that I can write as 3 by 2 the whole square into capital H is 2. So these two I can add together. Okay, so what I will do, this is my equation number 1 and this is the equation number 2. If I'm adding both of them together, what I will get? Pi into 9 by 4 into 8 plus 2 by 3 pi into 9 by 4 into 2. Okay, so here I can write it like this one and this one cancel together, I will get it 2 here. This and this cancel together, I will get 3 here. This I will get, I can cancel all of them together. So 9 twos are 18 pi plus 3 pi, right? Then which is equal to how much? It is equal to 21 pi, right? This 21 into value of pi is 22 by 7. It is also equal to 66 centimeter cube. Either in this way or in this way you can solve the values. Okay. This belongs to what? This is actually the value for what? That is a value for, here we found it, right? It is a volume of the cylinder and second one is a volume of the cone. We will have to add them together. Either in this way you can do, otherwise you can do it in this way. Okay, which one feels better for you? You can follow that one.
Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, please subscribe and stay connected.